on Kickstarter. Yeah, here we go.
Every voyage begins with a plan.
A plan, eh?
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or doubt.
So I'm assuming they mean by the vision edged on parchment means that all of their game is on a paper fucking napkin and nowhere else.
It is in our nature to conquer what others
There's a Kickstarter
fear.
video? Okay. We'll watch the trailer
Death
and then I'll watch
dishonor,
that.
fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend.
Let's start slavery. Like, is that what this is? What is this?
But never at our final destination. So we chart our next course.
Like, I'm sorry, but like the East India Company and stuff like that, like they're like glorified as like the greatest company like ever in the world and shit. But like, are they not one of the most evil fucking like things that have ever happened?
We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage.
Well, the British had their own India Company, but I forgot the name of it.
Is life.
I know that was Dutch though.
And life is the voyage.
What was the British one called? Who is glorifying the East India Company? Dude, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. They talk about how it's like, you know, they created the stock market. It's just straight up the British East India Company. Okay. They created the stock market and all that stuff. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. All right, here's the Kickstarter video. It's 20 minutes, so I'll probably bounce around. Wait, it starts out with the trailer.
Begins.
Here we
Land
go.
at sea. As well as this, we plan to continue to add more ships to Ahoy, which will find their place in Arena first. Each new ship will bring a new strategy with more ways to engage the enemy. It's important to state that we've made a commitment to never sell ships to players. All ships added to Ahoy will be added as a free update. Arena will also feature a number of earnable and buyable cosmetics. We want there to be equally exciting cosmetic options no matter how you choose to get them. All cosmetics, whether earned or bought, can be further customized as part of your ship or uniform, allowing you the final say on colours, patterns, and other details. The 18th century was an immensely colourful period, especially when it comes to fashion and ship architecture, and we intend to fully represent the wide range of expressions shown during this time. We're hopeful that Arena will be an amazing place to explore naval combat like never before. Should Arena succeed as we hope it will continue to fund the future of Ahoy. That's where our vision for Ahoy really expands.
So they're going to start out with Arena Commander and then build out the PU.
Our ultimate vision of Ahoy is to build a
narrator. It will not succeed.
Persistent, multiplayer, open world. Imagine the entire Caribbean coastline fully explorable. Player-driven economies.
Okay.
Long-standing factions and naval conflicts. Trade. Smuggling. Piracy.
Yep.
The true Age of Sail dream.
Yep, sure.
The open world would become a living and immersive recreation of the West Indies. We envision a Caribbean where you can sail from end to end with a mixed PvP and PvE environment where players smuggle, trade, and wage war across national lines. You might recruit a crew from a tavern in Havana and set sail at dusk, chasing whispers of a French convoy headed for Port-au-Prince.
Yep.
You might run dangerous cargo as a merchant, raid enemy shipping lines
This only doesn't sound like a scam because there's violence.
as a privateer, or sit quietly with your friends playing chess as your ship drifts under the starlight. Every player would find their role within a constantly evolving world. We're extremely passionate about this open world vision, and it's what we really want to build. But it's clear to us that this is a vastly ambitious project, It remains a broader vision of what we'd wish to build in the future. Everything we're building now, both with Sea Trials and Arena, lays the groundwork for that future.
Sure it does. Step in the right direction.
One of the things we're most proud of is our commitment, as far as it is possible, to historical accuracy. Every ship in Ahoy is reconstructed from real plans. Every uniform, weapon, and structure is built on reference and research. Our artists and researchers spend countless hours poring over archives, museum scans, and written records to bring the 18th century world back to life. As we hope is evidenced in our digital reconstruction of Port Royal, Jamaica, Ahoy aims to leave no stone unturned when it comes to researching, reconstructing, and visualizing the locations, material culture, and perhaps most importantly, the real lives of men, women, and children during this period.
I think we all think this looks cool, but we all know something that looks cool, probably isn't a reality.
But our commitment to history doesn't stop at the visuals.
It looks too good.
The Age of Sail in the Caribbean was not just glory and gunpowder. It was also domination, colonization, and enslavement.
Okay.
The Caribbean of the 1780s was shaped by the transatlantic slave trade and the destruction of native lives and culture.
I was wondering how they were going to deal with this.
We feel an enormous obligation to do this history justice, and we do not seek to shy away from its reality. While it of course goes without saying that these events will not form the basis of any gameplay features in Ahoy, players will.
So, like, what do you get to, like, do you literally get to participate in the slave trade? Like, what is this? Like, we're going to keep to the history, but, like, are the biggest guilds in this game, like, giant slave traders? Like, that's going to be a problem, obviously. Like, wait a second here.
Will not participate in these acts of brutality.
Okay, hold on. We'll go back.
Justice, and we do not seek to shy away from its reality. While it of course goes without saying that these events will not form the basis of any gameplay features in Ahoy, players will not participate in these acts of brutality.
Okay.
We are actively engaging in academic debates on the subject. We're incorporating those consensuses on the subject, and
so we don't know what to do then. Okay.
Proper representation in video games into Ahoy's vision. It is vitally important to us to ensure that our digital representation of this world acknowledges and reflects this difficult history with a careful sensitivity and duty of care.
I'm glad they're mentioning that, because personally, like, you don't forget your history. You don't shy away from it, right? You learn from it.
These stories of hardship and suffering deserve to be told.
It's obviously
and we feel that video games are a form of storytelling that can educate and inform like no other. We feel compelled to make the commitment that we will not sanitize the past for the sake of marketability or simplicity, and we hope we can by extension expand the medium of video games as a source of education and impactful storytelling.
Okay.
Throughout development, we will continue to seek advice to guide us forward and find a respectful way to represent this reality, as well as to stick to our commitment of historical accuracy.
We'll see how that goes. I don't know.
So let's talk about the roadmap. Depending on the success of this Kickstarter campaign, we are targeting a closed launch of our alpha release, Sea Trials, in Q1 2026.
Okay.
Over the course of that year, we plan to continually update and expand Sea Trials into the full Arena release.
Depending on how their Kickstarter goes, chat.
Throughout this period, backers will gain access to key milestones, helping us test and refine every aspect of the game. We're targeting a release of...
Guys, they're going to figure out the sea model, the sailing model in the Sea Trials. Promise. And guess what? They are not going to continuously try to figure it out 13 years later, okay? Promise. They're going to have it nailed down in the Sea Trials, and then they're going to move on to the actual game's development, because they will have figured out the the sailing model in the closed alpha in 2026. Promise.
Arena for Q4 2026 as a standalone experience through our own launcher and on both Steam and Epic Games stores.
And Epic
Games. We don't
Games.
currently have a release plan for the open world at all. It's a vision, we're working towards it, and we hope to have it in the future, but we must complete Sea Trials and Arena first, ship them to you, make sure they're great, and then we can look at the future.
It's not happening. Like, come on.
Of course, once Arena has released and continues to develop, or if this campaign really catches wind, we'll review the timeline for the open world and keep the Ahoy community regularly informed.
So hold on. If we end up like Chris Roberts and make a bunch of money, we're going to make 1 billion promises here that we can't deliver on. Okay.
So why Kickstarter?
Yeah, why?
We want to stay as independent as we possibly
Of course you do.
can.
You want to keep all the money.
The games industry is, quite frankly, in a bit of a mess at the moment. We've seen friends and past colleagues let go from their jobs in the industry, and we've watched as veteran development studios are closed forever. The best course of action we can possibly take would be
Is to fuck over gamers. Let's go. We've been fucking over gamers forever, and that's why studios are closing. Let's fuck over the gamers even closer than we were doing it before. Let's go.
to work with our community more directly in the financing of production, so that we are beholden to the players rather than marketing beats or external deadlines.
This is great.
We have explored opportunities to pursue other forms of funding, but the compromises that could come with it, rushed timelines, simplification, loss of control, these compromises don't sit right with us.
Guys, we don't want timelines, okay? We don't want them. Not only do we not want them rushed, we don't want them at all. Let's fucking go.
We're committed to building something that respects history, rewards attention to detail, and doesn't fall back on cheap monetization or Hollywood-style storytelling. Your support through Kickstarter and beyond will help us build Ahoy with our community, for our community, and keep our vision intact.
What's this? Star Citizen, but not spaceships. Sailing ships.
Capstan Games is a small team scattered across the globe. We're a group of developers, artists, designers, researchers, musicians, and performers, all bound by a shared fascination with the sea and a passion for storytelling. What we've achieved so far has been built by volunteers and part-time freelancers.
Brother, we're making chess in the Kickstarter. What are we doing?
Working late nights and early mornings because we love what we do. To take Ahoy to the next level, we simply need more hands on deck. With your support, we can bring additional experienced developers on board to accelerate our timelines and meet the standards of quality that we have set for ourselves. While we are looking to grow the team, we believe engaging, detailed and expansive experiences like Ahoy are more and more accessible to smaller teams. We want to remain homegrown with a dedication to detail and accuracy, however possible.
Oh, the Kickstarter rewards. Let's go. Let's see what we get here.
So, you're ready and waiting to set sail on our voyage. Let's take a look at Kickstarter and some particular rewards that we're offering during this campaign. Firstly, for the earliest possible access to our Sea Trials release, you are looking for the 3rd Lieutenant tier or above. This will gain you access
There's only 250 of these.
to our early testing environment, currently targeted for release in Q1 2026.
How much?
If Arena is more your style, any tier from Midshipman and above will gain you access to your choice of either a Steam or Epic Games Store key when Arena becomes available, currently targeted for Q4 2026.
Get to the Legatus package. What do we get? What do we get?
If you're interested in physical rewards, we have 2 special items to consider. For tiers of Master and Commander and above,
Bro, why are there so many tiers? God, Kickstarter is so broken. It's so fucked, dude.
presented book
Kickstarter games are so fucking stupid.
detailing the current collection of ship reconstructions from Ahoy. This book will include all of the vital information, historical background, and wonderful imagery of each of these ships, as captured in Ahoy. This book is also available in digital form from the 3rd Lieutenant tier and above.
It's like they just want to get money like from an investor without having to deliver anything, right? Like I feel like it's crazy. I feel like Kickstarter should just straight up be illegal. It makes no sense. It's taking investment without making any sort of contract that you have to deliver anything to them other than like silly hats and stuff.
Or perhaps a real piece of 18th century naval fashion takes your fancy. We're really happy to offer authentic, handmade cocked hats in the British captain's full dress pattern for Admiral.
Why don't you just buy them from the guy who's making them that they hired?
And Admirals of the Fleet, with additional laced and unlaced versions available as pledge add-ons while stocks last. If in-game cosmetics is more your thing, we have a collection of Founders cosmetics available throughout the tiers. Everything from figureheads.
Yo, what is this horse's face? Did this did this horse see a ghost?
Everything from figureheads to presentation swords.
Yo, this horse is saying, hold on, this horse knows this Kickstarter is a scam. This horse knows this game is not coming out, okay? This horse is telling you, do not buy me, okay? I'm telling you, dude.
Everything from figureheads to presentation swords. Some of our higher tier pledges also offer the chance to become an NPC within Ahoy, or to sponsor the digital reconstruction and inclusion of a ship of your choice.
Okay.
Well, there we are. There is no doubt that Ahoy is ambitious, but with sensible milestones, careful budgeting, and the ability to expand our team, we're confident that together we can build something truly incredible. We invite you to explore our extensive FAQ to learn more about our vision for Ahoy. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the Kickstarter comments below, and we're eager to respond to as many of those as we can.
This is so good. Oh, guys, don't
We hope
do
that
it.
you've enjoyed this introduction to the world of Ahoy, and we look forward to embarking together on this special voyage for all Age of Sail enthusiasts.
Oh,
To close,
man.
I'd like to leave you now with a performance by our friends El Pony Pisador. Thank you so much for your support. Fair winds and following seas.
God, I really hope these guys are successful. And I feel like they did look at the Kickstarter from CIG and said, we're not going to sell ships, and made it very, very adamant that they were not going to do it, right? So, yeah. Let's take a look at their actual Kickstarter page. You can spend up to 8,000 pounds, British pounds, on this. I guess we'll just go here. Oops, excuse me, here, because everything's on the right. What's the cheapest way in? $5. Get your name in the credits, and you get a Discord role. Arena game key at launch for $30. Alpha sailing experience at second lieutenant for $60 or pounds, about $82. Oof. To get to the sea trials alpha experience, you need to spend $122. Yeah. Good luck, guys. Best of luck to you over there at Ahoy. I'll be really hoping you do well. And hopefully you don't fall down the same pitfalls that CIG did, but man, you sound like you're going to. That shit is funny. That was funny. That was so fun. It gets better. I don't even want to look at anything else. It's all just cosmetics, and it's literally carbon copy CIG shit. And then the physical things, right? £8,000. You get 21 alpha keys to give to your friends that you don't have because you spend 8,000 pounds on a video game. Good luck to you. That's all I'll say. Good luck to you. Two people have already bought the Admiral for 2,000 pounds. 4 people have bought Vice Admiral. 5 people have bought Rear Admiral. 22 people post Captain. 46 people have bought Master and Commander. 41 spent 90 pounds. 44 spent 60 pounds. 5 people spent 35 pounds. 45 people, like, it's not getting a lot of success. 50 pounds, 189. There's only 61 left of the limited quantity. So I guess they're doing how they expected. They're not far off finishing their like featured 3rd lieutenant thing here, right? So I don't think they're going to have a huge Kickstarter, so it's probably just going to stick to the arena type stuff, which might be really cool. And I think if they do that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're probably having a success. It's only been out for about 24 hours. Okay. But it doesn't sound like it's going to go into the ambitious, you know, fully realized Caribbean thing with this kind of backing. So I think if people went absolutely insane, they would have went here. But yeah, 80K goal makes no sense. I don't know. Maybe they're doing the same thing as CR. We're going like, hey, if we get 80,000 pounds, we can go to other investors. But they seem to say that they don't want to do that. So I don't know. That is less than probably what one person should be paid on your staff, right? So I have no idea what their plans are and how this is going to work. But good luck to them. The ideas are obviously great, but we've seen what ideas do, and actually delivering on those ideas is very difficult. So again, best of luck. There's nothing more I want to see than this game realized, because that looks super fucking cool. But yeah, still just ideas.